All right, I'm gonna get in here for 10 and then try to add more.
Order filled.
So I have TP1 at this 30-minute on NQ, the 30-minute unfilled, and then I have TP2 at the 15-minute in case it just keeps running. But I'll definitely rip break even at that point. Also got to monitor ES because ES is very close to that 30-minute.
Yeah, definitely going break even as soon as ES taps in. Top in was enough to send us higher.
Stop filled.
All right, break even there. This song's a banger. Had to hit a little frap flick for the boys. I'm gonna try this like low size.
Order filled.
The beat one time. I'm break even there. Just gonna rip a quick break even. If this shit runs, it should run right now. That should be TP1 if you're in more than one con. I think this still has like area to rip. I really like this 15-minute high on ES that I'm targeting. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. As soon as ES takes out that high, I'm full closing. As soon as you take out that high, buddy. Or, oh, there it is. I'm out there. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Look at that. What a fucking trade, bro. Holy. Bro, throw back to when Peepa said he wasn't going to enter this trade.
Everybody spamming.
I'm ending stream. Good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to the trade recap. Still figuring out all the quality stuff on OBS and getting all my cameras, and I just got this little John to record, so these videos will only be getting better in quality and focus and everything. But let's get into today. So today was a beautiful day on the charts. Great vibes in the community, great vibes on the live call. Like, just couldn't be happier with how disciplined and patient we were, but at the same time was able to catch every single trade that we wanted to take. Protected our position always beautifully, and wasn't greedy at all. Didn't over leverage. Like, just great day overall. Like, mentally, I just feel so good about today. And that's really how I'm trying to continue going for the rest of the year. So coming into the morning, obviously this huge blue candle didn't exist, but if I open shit up, I see that we have this giant 4-hour bearish gap, right? So overnight, I'm waking up and price is right here where my mouse is. Jesus. Where my mouse is, right here, all right? This is where price was when I opened the charts, not all the way up here. We created this huge 4-hour bearish gap overnight, had a huge sell-off, and then right before market open, as I'm analyzing, right, I noticed that, first of all, the daily time frame, we had an SMT at this weekly high up here with yes. Okay, so we have an SMT at the weekly high, and then on the 4-hour chart, this looks very bearish. Why? Because the 4-hour bearish gap is giant. It's just got tapped into. When it got tapped into, it swept London highs, and then this looks super bearish, right? But you have to realize that the previous sessions are extremely important, right? And why do I mean this? Okay, first of all, when both sessions, Asia and London session, do the same thing and move in the same one direction, New York session 90% of the time is going to do the opposite. So when I opened up the charts, I saw Asia session dumped, London session dumped, all of the night before dumped. What do I think New York Open is going to do? Pump. Okay, does that mean I'm bullish on the day? No, because if I look at the 4-hour time frame, we have this giant 4-hour bearish candle that could definitely send us lower towards London lows, towards previous day low, and this previous day low as well, right? So even though I think market open is going to pump, I'm still bearish on the day, right? But as I'm doing my pre-market analysis, I see that price comes up right here on NQ and sweeps London high. Okay, so it sweeps London high as I'm analyzing pre-market, and I see that we have these 15-minute and 30-minute equal lows right here at the 30-minute unfilled gap. Okay, so right now I'm just fucking looking at price action. I'm marking out my daily buys for market open, and I see we come up, we take out London highs. We do not take out London highs on ES. Notice how I drew this SMT here. This was London high on ES. So we didn't take out London highs. London highs, sorry, on ES we didn't take out London highs. London highs on NQ was actually where the 4-hour bearish gap started. So my thought process is, okay, so not only do we have a bearish SMT at London highs, but the SMT is at the 4-hour bearish gap that we tapped into on NQ. So we tapped into the 4-hour bearish gap on NQ. We have London lows below, but most importantly, we have these 30-minute equal lows that I think are going to get swept before market open. So I look at the 4-minute time frame. I see that we got this 4-minute inverse, but we had just inversed this 4-minute, so this didn't really give me much confidence, right? I could have entered off the 4-minute short here, but I wasn't confident because we left these equal highs above. So what I wanted to see is the SMT at London highs hold between NQ and ES, and then I wanted to see these equal highs get swept. So I waited for these equal highs to get swept, and then I needed my confirmation. What was my confirmation? That we made this move down and we inversed these 1-minute bullish gaps. I still didn't enter there because I was like, yo, this is pre-market. I don't think I want to trade pre-market. But then price came up, tapped into both 1-minute bearish gaps that we created after taking out these equal highs, after still maintaining that bearish S&T at London highs on ES. And then I was like, fuck it. If we get a bearish close out of this, I'm going to enter my trade. So 1-minute bearish gaps are being respected. We get a 1-minute close to the downside. And then I took this short targeting these equal lows on the 30-minute time frame and stops at this 1-minute swing high. Okay, so that was the first trade of the day. Now I need to analyze what just happened. Okay, what in the charts just happened that I hit my trade? Okay, these equal lows got swept. What else happened? This 30-minute bullish gap has been respected. Now we tapped into the 30-minute bullish gap, which was my target for shorts. It got tapped into, and now that's a bullish confluence. And now I can see, okay, Asia session dumped, London session dumped. What's New York session going to do? Most likely pump. Okay, so all I do is now I'm setting conditions for myself. I hit the short TP, full close there, and then, sorry, my mom's calling me. And then I am just waiting for 5-minute structure on NQ. I'm waiting for conditions to be set and for my conditions to be met in order for me to long, right? So what happens? We come up, we create this 5-minute bullish gap. We come down, we tap into the 5-minute bullish gap, and we have a 2-minute inverse. At this point, I was testing out the equilibrium of this range, and I wanted to see price come down lower, tap into equilibrium before getting the 2-minute inverse to the upside. That didn't happen. 2-minute got inverse. I didn't act on this. I didn't act on this trade. So then 10 a.m. rolls around. So 10 a.m. rolls around right around here, and we have this 1-hour high that's created. So my thought process is, okay, we have this 30-minute bullish gap here that hasn't been tapped into. Okay, we have this 15-minute bullish gap down here that hasn't been tapped into, and we've only been pumping. So I make a condition for myself. If we come up and take out this hourly high at 10 a.m., and then after 10 a.m. get an inverse to the downside, MEC model short targeting the 30-minute unfilled, I am going to take it. So that's exactly what happened. I waited for this high to get swept right here. Hold up, let me draw it out. Okay, this was an hourly high. 10 a.m. opened right here, came up, took out the internal high at 10 a.m. open, and then had this 2-minute inverse to the downside. So this is my condition, and I took this trade on MNQ. So I took the 2-minute inverse to the downside. The only problem is that the 30-minute was also on ES, right? So we have the 30-minute bullish gap that we're targeting on NQ here. We also have it on ES. In this 2-minute short, it started playing out beautifully. ES took out the 30-minute, So ES tapped into the 30-minute bullish gap before we did on NQ. So I moved my stop to break even. Price ended up fucking, of course. Price ended up coming back up after we tapped into the 30-minute on ES, taking me out break even by 2 ticks because my entry was right here. Literally came up by fucking 3 ticks and then went all the way down to the 30-minute. So the idea was correct. The execution was perfect. This short looked beautiful, even though we changed our bias to bullish. This mech model short looked beautiful. 2-minute inverse targeting 30-minute unfilled, but the 30-minute got tapped into on ES first. So I need to follow my rules and go break even when I see an SMT at my target. So I went break even, then this got break evened by 2 ticks and ran to full TP. So whatever. At this point, we're 1 winning short and 1 break even short, right? So we're up on the day. Then after that short hit, I need to again ask myself what just happened. If this short just hit to the unfilled 30-minute, what just happened? It means that we just tapped into a 30-minute bullish gap. So we tapped into a 30-minute bullish gap. That's a bullish confluence. And now all I'm waiting for is this 5-minute to get inversed, right? 30-minute tap in, 5-minute inverse, and then I'm waiting for a 5-minute tap in. So 5-minute gets inversed. I don't want to take the trade up here with my stop all the way down here, right? That's not a good trade. I don't want to take a fucking 5-minute inverse right here when my stop would have to be here. So what am I waiting for? I see that we created a 5-minute bullish gap. I'm waiting for price to tap into it. So what happens? Price comes down, taps into the 5-minute. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me.
Ok, devi uscire.
Sì, sto finendo ora. All right, so we come down, we tap into the 5-minute, and then we get a bullish close right after. That's my entry. Stops at the 5-minute swing low. Take profit at a 1 to 2 RR, right? Where was it? It was right here. 1 to 2 RR. And that was the last trade that we took. Now, why did I not just go off the 5-minute inverse, which this is what usually our strategy is? We go right off the 5-minute inverse is because if I went off that 5-minute inverse, my stop would have to be all the way down here. I don't want my stop to be down there. So I waited for the 5-minute to tap in, waited for a 1-minute bullish confirmation, and then entered for a 1 to 2 RR trade. This smacked full TP, and now I am done trading for the day. Since it's past 11 a.m., I'm no longer interested in the charts and price action. But I hope that was I know that was a very, very detailed trade breakdown, and I know that was a lot of fucking yap, and that's a lot to take in. So feel free to watch this trade recap multiple times, take notes on it, take it slow, pause it, right? Like reanalyze what I'm saying, because I tend to move pretty quickly on this stuff and it gets boring in the trade recap, but I promise on the live stream, like we're actually having a great time. Shit's chill. Definitely join up if you haven't already. It's free. Trade live with us every single morning. Love you boys and girls. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.